Just because you guys are on time, let's just get started. If anyone else joins us later, they'll join us later. My name is Brian. I am the Market Center Tech Trainer of the Santa Clara Valley office, and we're doing a workshop today, workshop on websites. Just so I know the audience, Susan and Aaron, would you mind introducing yourself a little bit? Let me know how long you're in the business. Do you currently have a website? How you're currently using technology in your business? Susan, you want to start?
Okay, yeah, thank you, Brian. So basically, I've been in this business with Keller Williams for like 7 years, but I moved recently from Texas to California. Um,
Welcome.
thank you. Yeah, and currently I'm in the Cupertino office with the Keller Thrive. So the purpose for me today to attend your class is that I have a couple questions regarding this tech issue. So basically, I'm kind of dual agent, hold a two state license, and both with the Keller Williams office. I have the Keller, yeah, I have command already, but they're all in Texas. So how can I switch to here to do my business? And also, how can I create my website in California? I don't know if there's allow in the same command account to set up my two website. I mean, yeah. And how can I do transaction through command? I still doing business in Texas, so I want to choose only one.
Gotcha. Well, welcome to California, first of all.
Thank
You
you.
are a very small percentage of agents who have licenses in multiple states. We should talk offline about what needs to happen. One, because it can be a little complicated, and two, I'm not exactly sure what needs to be done. So we should talk offline about that. As far as command usage, are you using command with your daily activities?
Yes.
Gotcha. And have you updated to the new website?
No.
Not yet. Okay, that's quite all right. That's good to know. Thank you for the introduction. Aaron, how long have you been in the business?
Hi. I actually just passed my exam in October, so I am a brand new agent, and I'm actually still waiting. I'm about a week away from receiving the license number. So DRE is taking a little bit of time. So I'm just sort of getting up and running, but looked today and it looks like next week I should have the number if all goes well.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so brand new.
Congratulations. Congratulations on getting your license.
Thank you.
And which office did you say you're joining? The Santa Clara office?
Santa Clara Valley, yeah.
Santa Clara Valley,
Clara.
great. Well, I'm also in the Santa Clara Valley office. My office is in the back, so feel free to come by to visit anytime.
Great, thank you.
No problem. And Yvette Peterson, we're just doing quick introductions.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Aaron. So excited that Aaron's.
Hi, Yvette.
How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I can't wait. You got to text me as soon as you get your license.
I absolutely will. I'm checking every day.
Awesome. Brian, she knows your old mentor.
Karen
Wang. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yes, very good friends.
Yeah, so Karen was Brian's mentor. Anyway, sorry about that. Let me just jump in and say I'm Yvette Peterson. I'm with the Peterson Realty team. Brian and Kenny are on the same team with me, and excited to be here.
Great. Well, I believe as many as 12 people or 10 people were registered for this class. So I would anticipate more people joining us, but let's just keep going because I know you guys are here and on time. Moving on, my name is Brian, the Market Center Tech Trainer from this office. So any tech questions, command in particular, feel free to come talk to me, ask me. I'm here in the office. My contact information is at the end, but you can find me anywhere. And the purpose of this workshop is just for you to get as much out of it as possible. Practical application is the theme of the day, the theme of the class. Feel free to share share half the screen with the Zoom, and then the other half with your command open to follow along, ask questions anytime. I encourage any type of questions. If you're thinking of a question, chances are someone else is thinking of that question too. So feel free to ask anytime. And I want this to be as interactive as possible. No question is disruptive. Just feel free to ask questions. Be bold. Website. So Susan, you have your command website. Erin is new. So Susan, how do you use your website currently?
To be honest with you, I do not use so often. Basically, I just connect my website to Keller app.
Got it.
Yeah, that's it. No much content on it.
Gotcha. No, that's okay. Do you use your mobile app with your clients? Got it. How does that work? How is that working out for you?
Well, it was normal. It's not so much helpful because I have other app.
Got it. Okay. So let me ask you one last question. Do you use your command app to send to your clients, or do you use Redfin more?
Oh, I use the Keller app.
Gotcha. Okay, that's great. Well, your answers are not uncommon with a lot of other people. Old or new website, most people use it as more of a glorified business card. You know, they have their contact information on it, and they just have the website because we all need to have a website for a business, and so people can look us up. It's not really working for us, and that's, I think, where we want to have command change that for us and for agents to have that website work for us. And since you're on the old one, there is a new excuse me, a new agent website that they've released. And if you haven't updated it, there's a couple, you should update it. There's a couple of reasons why you shouldn't. And if you're currently using a bunch of different landing pages that are connected to your website, then you might want to wait. But if you're not really using your website, then there's no reason not to upgrade it now, because the old website is going to go away, the support's going to go away, and the new website, I think, just looks much better. And they're building more and more tools for the new website, and I think there's no reason why you shouldn't upgrade. So if you're ever questioning whether not to upgrade, you should. And how do you use it? I think you can use it as much as you use command, as much as you wanted to use it. And there's a couple things. Well, let me pull up really quickly while we are here, and I'll show you. Screen. Oh, we've got some more people joining us. Let's see what. Hi, Mark. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Yvonne. Hello.
Hi, Brian. Hi. Hi, team.
Hi. So I'm opening my command now. And to get to your website or the settings for your website, go down to the consumer tab that's listed here on the bottom. And right now, this could look different to you depending on if you're using the old website or the new website. I've already updated my website to the new one, so I can't go back and show you how to upgrade it. But what it used to look like is just you would see your website here, and then just to the right of it, you would see a button to upgrade to the new website. And then all you have to do is click that button. It would ask you to confirm if you really want to make that change, because you can't go back to the old one. And then just go through and follow the steps to upgrade to the new website. And what that will look like, well, these settings here, you can change the URL for your website as long as that's available. You can, whatever name you want, you put your name, you can put, if you have a team name, you can put that on there. And these other settings this really doesn't have anything to do with the website, kind of does, but this is the URL for your command app that you can send to your clients. So when they open that app, it's connected to your command. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But for the website today, this is what it will look like. It's similar to the old one, but just a little more updated. It's kind of like an update that your phone goes through, things look a little bit cleaner. You'll notice that it's just a picture with just one smart search bar. And if you'll notice, it's also the same as what Redfin has, what Zillow has. So this design is very similar to that, what Redfin, Zillow, and Realtor.com, what they all use. So if you send this to your client, it should be very easy for them to use. It's nothing that's not unfamiliar for them. And very typical things here, some properties that are active. And then this is stuff where you can customize. You have a buyer's guide. You can have a blog you can update that you can send to your clients. And then contact information. So very simple, really no nonsense, just the basics of what you need. Now, how can this be powerful for you? This is something that I do. Let me see, there's, to find a property that's active. Let's do this. Let's do a search. For Santa Clara. So I do a search for Santa Clara. Your clients can do this if you send them your website. And this is just like Redfin, just like Zillow, a bunch of the listings on the left and a map on the right so you can see where everything is. So very familiar with what they're doing. Now, here's the difference. When I send properties to clients, I don't just send them properties. I try to send it through my website. And the reason I do that is, say they like this website, they go and they like it. I take this link and I send it to them instead of sending them a Redfin link, because I know Redfin's super easy to use, and I used to use Redfin all the time to send it to my clients. But if I do it this way and I send this to them, oops, sorry about that. It's all the same information. So you're basically sending the same thing as Redfin. The difference is this is your information here. If they want to call an agent about anything, your information is right there. They know to call you. And they can mark this as a favorite. And when they mark this as a favorite, it'll force them to log in. And what this forced login does is it'll capture their first name, last name, their email, and then sometimes their phone number if they add it. But it's mostly their email and their contact, email and their name. And if they do that, then that gets automatically put into your command. And you get a notification and command that that person signed into your website and that they looked at this property. Let me show you what that looks like. I have a couple different. So if we do, let's do this one. So I'm signed in as my client. Say I favorite this property. And then maybe even I want to look at this property as one of your clients. Would love to learn about this property. Can we go see it? You can click on Contact Brian or Request Tour. Either one works. Let's say we request tour. Then it gives you a little calendar. What day and time is most convenient for them? Say they want to look at it on Thursday. Maybe in the morning is best for them. If that doesn't work for you, they can add a couple other options. Say the first option doesn't work for them, they can say, okay, if Thursday doesn't work, maybe Saturday afternoon is best time. They can add up to 3 total times, different options. So then you have an idea of, if you can't make it to the first one, then there's different options that could work out for you better. Would you like this tour in person or video? Video just means that you would go yourself and then do a FaceTime or do Zoom with them and then walk through the property with them. Ideally, you want to do it in person, but this just gives you an option for what their comfort level is or what they're looking for. And then they can ask you questions.
Hey, baby. All
right. And then they just click on Request Tour. Now it's submitted. Your client's done. Now, what does it look like on your end? As the agent, we'll go back to command. So a couple different things are, let me refresh this really quickly. Will show up. If you go up here to notifications, There it is. New tour request by this person, Testy McTest. That was who I signed in for 970 White Drive, Santa Clara. New tour request and agent sign information. So all three of these notifications came because I requested information on the website. So I can view the contact. If they hadn't already registered, you would see their contact information here, phone number, email address, and here on the right, if you're familiar with Command already, then you'll see on timeline is the list of all the activities that are associated with that contact in all of history. So this is the contact requested an in-person tour. They did it at 11:19 a.m. about a minute ago, and let's review the request. And this is what it looks like. They want to look at this listing. If you want information about the listing, you click on this and it'll show you, it'll pull up the listing for you to do your research and before you call. And then here are the time frames. Thursday morning is what their preferred time frame to go view the property is. If that doesn't work, their second option is Saturday, December 2nd. And here is the note that they wrote in. So then this is some communication that can happen without you having to actively pursue them. If they're on your website, they're going to be searching for properties on a website. They're going to be on Redfin, on Zillow. Why not have them use your website if they can? Because if they use your website, that just shows that they're using your tool. So it makes you look good. And two, it makes it easier for them to contact you and even schedule viewings if they're using your tool. Any questions so far? Great. Has anybody already been using this? Good. So this is new. This is help. Okay. Hopefully this is helpful. Great. And this was the contact request. But since I sent that listing to that person, to my test account, and when I clicked on it, it showed me here, this is even more important, that 11:17, I clicked on it and I viewed it. So even if they don't request a tour from you or contact you, if you send it to them and they click on it, you still see that they clicked on it. So that's a cue for you. So for example, I've had a client, I sent this out to a client, and there's one time they looked on a property 2 or 3 times. So that's my cue. I need to call them because they're looking at this property at least a couple of times. They're probably interested. Maybe they want to look at it in person or they want to write an offer. So that's my cue to give them a call. Say, hey, let's go look at some homes, or figure out your own script to give them a call. But it's your cue to call them. So let's work that the Command website could be doing for you while you're not even using it. So your clients could be using it on your behalf. Let's go back. Oops. So there's the old website, and now that this is a new website, it does look better, and there's more tools planned to be built. And I'll be very honest with you, it's not quite there yet. With as a lot of things are with some things are with Command, but they're coming along really quickly. For example, the one thing that's missing is how they had landing pages in the past. One thing you can do, though, that the previous agent website didn't have before, is if you're open to a listing, say you're doing an open house, and I think this is and you pull up a listing for an open house. It doesn't even have to be your listing. You just do what I did at the end of that URL, type in the word open house in one word, and this comes up. And what this is you can put this on your iPad, on your laptop, put it at your open house as a sign-in sheet. Instead of using paper and pen, you can have them just type in their names, and this will, if you're signed into your Command, it'll send that information to your Command database. So then there's no worry, you don't have to worry about people mistyping or miswriting their name or the phone number. They're typing it themselves, and it goes directly to your command, so you don't have to do that duplicate work of entering into your database after you get home. Let me show you what that looks like. Hang on just a second, let me sign in as myself. Just a second here. Oopsie. Let's just go back. How to get there is at the end of this, type in the slash and open house like that. And it'll take you here. Test, last name, and then email address and phone number. And just a waiver to let them know that you're going to contact them. And then if they want more information, they can scan this at the end. So a little bit of technology to kind of enhance your presence at an open house. And a QR code so they can view it on their phone. And back to sign in, and then you start all over again. Any questions so far?
Could you show us that again, how you got to the open house page?
Or well, we will. I'll start at the beginning.
What do you type in? Oh, okay.
So back at the beginning, the first thing you do is go to the listing where you're hosting an open house. Let's find one really quickly. You can type in the address, or we'll just do Santa Clara. These are the homes that are for sale. Say this is a listing you're holding an open house for.
Okay, so you click on the listing.
Click on the listing.
Mm-hmm.
And in the URL, just go to the end of it. Type in slash open house.
That's it. Okay.
Just
Got
one
it.
word. And enter. And then it'll convert this into a open house sign-in sheet. Eventually. Taking forever. But that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Right. Okay. There it is. It just takes some time. So it's nice and clean, no frills, but just a nice little sign-in sheet.
So it doesn't keep a history of who's signing in for the day. It just gives you the brand new slot again.
Gives you the brand new slot. And so people afterwards can't see who signed in before them. It just keeps that privacy for each person as they come up and sign in. But you'll get all that information in your command.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. So that's the command website. Let me go back here. Now, the last thing is, how do you customize the website? Go back down to the consumer tab. And here are this is where you would edit your website. So edit. You can take a tour. We'll just explore really quickly. This is your website here. So if ever you make a change, you want to see what it looks like, just click on this link and it'll open up a window with your website in it. And this is if you want to add new pages, if you want to add a video from Vimeo or from YouTube, You can add videos to your site. These are the different pages. These are the default pages that are here now about the agent. So about you, the homepage, a blog list. I think that was one of the more requested features, to have a blog, so agents can keep their website updated, so they can keep sending it to their clients. Contact me, which is really important. Contact me, or we call it a lead capture form. So if you send that contact me page out, then whoever signs into it will also get the information uploaded into your command. And then there's the first blog post. So it's pretty simple right now, a little more than a glorified business card, but they're building more tools into it. And more than just the website, I feel like it's also important to talk about how you use command day to day, and how it also even syncs with the command app, the command tool, and the command app on your phone even. Here's one thing that you can also do. I talked about this at the beginning, the URL for your app. And then when I say app, I mean the app that goes on your phone, either iPhone or Android phone. You can copy this and send it to your clients. And when they download it, if they click on that link and download the command app, it's just a Keller Williams app, and it functions just like Redfin. But the difference is it has your information branded on it. Because it's this specific app that's tied to you, once they create an account and use it, anytime they look for a home, your command will know and will notify you. Anytime they click on more details for a home, the command will tell you that they looked at more details. In addition, you can also create custom searches for your clients, and it'll show up on their app once they open it. Say Yvette is my client, and I want to send her homes every 2 days for homes that are active in Santa Clara. I can set up that search, and it'll show up on her app when she opens her phone. These days, most people are on their phones anyways. I mean, agents and clients alike, most people are mostly on their phones. So this could be a powerful way to tie in your communication with your client. If they're at work, sometimes it's more convenient for them to look on the desktop. And the nice thing is, if they made some favorites, they've marked a favorite on the phone, and they sign in on the website on their desktop, it's the same information. They'll see that there too. So it's more interchangeable. It's more of an ecosystem of tools that you can use. So whatever your client is using, whatever's convenient for them, we can tailor our communication to them for that.
Sorry, that app URL, is that what you share with your customer?
This is what you share with your customer. So you just copy, and then you can just paste it onto your text message, email, send it out to them, and then once they click on it, they'll get it.
What will they be led to then?
They'll be led to
install the app, or
they'll be led to the App Store to download the app.
Oh yeah.
But when they do that, it gets downloaded with your branding on it.
Yeah.
So that's the important thing, because this is a specific custom URL for your command that you can use with your clients. All right. These next two tabs here, one is testimonials. There's a testimonial page that your clients can write testimonials for, that show up here and that you can use or post on your website. And then collections is the future iteration of saved searches. Right now, they're still using saved searches, but it'll convert to collections later. And this is just where you can set up those custom searches for your clients. So for example, this is a home I have set for Jenny and Percy. Once they open up the website or the app, they get the saved search, the search of homes added to them. Let me show you what that looks like in real time. Let me actually do this. See your clients do this. I'm signed in as Brian Lee. Okay. Say I'm signed in as my client, for example. Say I want to look for some homes. I'll look in San Bruno. And I want to save the search. For sale near San Bruno. I could do other filters like 3 bedrooms or more, 2 bedrooms or more. I'll just leave it as just a simple search. I'll save it. It says search saved. Go back in command. Oops. And when I look up that client, it shows me that they created a saved search for sale near San Bruno. So once again, I can see what they're doing without them having to tell me what they're doing. At the same time, I can also create a search for them. So either they can create a search or I can do it myself. And you would do that under the saved searches tab. You click create saved search. Allow. And the nice thing here is you can do it by city, zip code, say, do a zip code here for Belmont. Price up to 2 million. You have other search criteria, like if it has a pool, number of beds, if there was a price reduction. We'll go next. Search title. Active in Belmont. And here is where you definitely want to make sure you check. It's send email notification. So I can create the search for this client. It'll show up on their app. It'll show up on their website. And now you can send it directly to their email. You can choose the frequency. And this is very similar to the emails, searches, or the drips from MLS that you can send out. You can send it right away within 30 minutes, every day, every couple of weeks, every month, however your client wants that information. So you want it daily. I'll create that saved search. And it's here. Now, this one here was the active in Belmont. No, here was the one that the client created. Over here. For sale in San Bruno is the one the client created. And this is the one that I created for my client. We go back to my client's webpage. Let's see, search properties. Sorry, not that one. If they click under saved, these are the properties that they saved, their collections. And then these are saved searches that you created for them or they created themselves. For sale near San Bruno is one that they created. And what's the other one? Active buyer office. I think that was the other one that saved. And they could do more searches by specific neighborhoods also. Oops. So you can see how there's multiple ways to interact with your client, either creating searches, having them search on their own, you curating searches specifically for them, sending them searches through an app, through email, through the website, and however they respond, all that communication will filter through into your command. So it goes into one place for you, but you can send a communication to multiple places for whatever is most convenient for them. If they can be on their phone 1 minute and then 10 minutes later they can be on their computer. So whatever works for them, command will give you an option for them to capture that information, however they want to interact with you. Any questions so far? Great.
All good.
Okay, great. Well, that's kind of all I've got right now. I think the one thing I wanted to just really have you take away from this is just how integrated it is with your own command, the different ways you can use it to communicate with your clients, to get information from them, what they're doing. Because a lot of times sometimes they don't tell you what they're looking at until much later. And this way, you can get a little bit of a glimpse as to what they're actually looking at before they even communicate with you. So even if they're pretty good with calling you about what they're looking at, if you see this ahead of time, you could be doing some research and say, oh yeah, I just talked to the agent about this house, and you can be a little more on the ball with replying to your clients instead of them calling you and then first hearing about a property. You can see that they looked at a property and maybe do a little bit of research before they call you or before you even call them, which would be even better to help you be more proactive in your communication with your client. I think that's one of the biggest things I think Command does great for us, that it can do a lot of work in our place. But still, I mean, we still have to do the hard work of calling and doing research and taking clients out to look at it. But there's work that Command can do for us that can help us in that endeavor.
Well, Brian, that when I teach classes, I always say that the best agents, the way you want to secure your clients is by bringing value. And this is a great example of bringing value, right? Instead of them just going to Redfin, they're seeing you work for them. Whereas oftentimes we hear these days, why do I need an agent? Right? Now you can say, well, I'm working for you.
Exactly. And that's so true. More and more, I think, and I think this could even go back to the conversation about commissions and stuff, but why do they need us? Why do clients need us? If they have Redfin, they can find the home themselves. But this is one way we can provide our value during the home search process. Not just sending them emails and waiting for them to tell us what they want to see, but just actively sending them homes. You can send it through here or through MLS, whichever you prefer. But this way, you can get a glimpse into their activity. If they're looking at homes, they can be proactive and call them. Hey, how about this house on 24 4th Street, 2997 24th in San Francisco, and be proactive in helping them find that home instead of just sending them properties and then waiting for a response. This is one way for us to be proactive, because I guarantee you, no other agents are really doing this. No one at Redfin does this just because it's not their business model. They're not going to be doing stuff like this. So if we can show them that difference in our value between us versus Redfin or Zillow or any other agents that from there, that helps our clients stick with us. That definitely does.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian. I've got to duck out.
Okay. Thanks, Yvette. All right. Well, I'm going to...
Brian, perhaps good to notice for any new agents.
Yes.
From Scott Leroy Marketing, which those webinars are on the calendar. There's, for example, also there are all kinds of webinars on the Command website.
Yes.
And one important one for agents that are switching from the old to the new one, I think it was called something like what to do before launching a new website. Because if you don't follow the correct steps, you will lose your contacts. So that's kind of important to watch, I think.
Gotcha.
That's what was told to me when I followed that webinar. That if you don't correct steps, not everything will port over. Right.
So that is more for if you have a lot of landing pages, information on those landing pages. It won't delete the information that's in your Command database.
Okay.
So there's Command database, and then there's the agent website. And the agent website has an old version and a new version. I know it's a little confusing, but it's mostly the information that's transferring from the old website to the new website. So if you're starting off, there's nothing to worry about. Just start with a new website. It'll be just nice and clean. You don't have to worry about any information being lost, because all the information you need is in your Command database. It won't be in your old website, because you won't have any landing pages to transfer over, because the issue is in the landing pages, not really the website. So that's the main issue. But Scott Leroy is also a great tool. They have classes and videos every week, every day almost. You can find a Scott Leroy video that's updated with Command. That Scott Leroy is part of Keller Williams, and they do promote a lot of Command tools and
you can
tutorials.
go to all their previous webinars, so you can do it at your own convenience.
That's right. There's a history of lots of videos from Scott Leroy. There's a history of videos for our office in our office YouTube channel. And I'll show you another tool later from KW Connect with tutorials for every single aspect of Command. Anything, any question you have about Command, anything you want to know, there is a video or a tutorial that is there. And I'll show you where to find that.
Yeah.
But before we do, anybody have any ahas? Can I get 2 ahas from the group? Something you learned or you didn't know about or you think is pretty cool from today?
I like the app URL.
Okay, yeah.
It's nice to get a refresher on a couple of things, like how to make the searches and share them.
Yeah. Great. One more.
I'd actually like to say the open house landing page. Like,
yes.
What? I was using like a Google like sign-in sheet, and then I have to go manually. Like it was easy. Like I have it on my iPad. They put their name, phone number, no biggie. And then when I go home, I have to input one by one. I I didn't know you can just connect it and just have it done.
Yeah.
That was convenient.
And you don't have to worry about type or reading someone's handwriting and their phone number. It's all
no. I had them signing in on my iPad page, so it wasn't written. Like I was trying to be cool in the head, right, by having things online, but that I didn't have that list connected to my command to just go into it right away. I have to go and manually input each one. So that's what was a takeaway for me, that like you can go on the command, like you said, and just go to whatever listing and put open house and create an open house sign in. So that was very helpful.
Great. Yeah. Avoids that double work. Anything. I'm a lazy person, so anything that can save me work, I try to use. Thanks, Jenna. All right. It's an old slide. We would love feedback. What do you guys want to learn more about? What about Command do you have questions on? What do you want to, other tools like open house tools or search tools or anything that you want to know technology wise? How the class is going, what classes you want to learn more about, what classes you'd like to see? Please give us feedback, because the only way we can do that is if we hear from you what you guys want to know, what you guys want to see, what you guys want to learn. Then we can build classes for you and find the right people to teach those classes. But the only way for us to know that is if you give us feedback. So please take some time to give us some feedback. That would be awesome. And the last thing, here's some resources. This was that feedback link that I just showed. Dashboard. This is just the dashboard of the office. If you have questions, you want to talk to the MCA, make an appointment with the marketing bar. This is the same dashboard I think that Cupertino uses. So Kelsey's on there, Raymond's on there if you need help with any setups and anything with the office. And most of our announcements will be on there. So KWSCV, Keller Williams Silicon Valley Connect.com has all that there, and you can book appointments if you want. 30 minutes with Eric Bradley. You can make that appointment here. This next link, kwconnect.com. This is with all of Keller Williams, and this has the training and tools and tutorials and videos for everything Command. And you go there, go to technology, training, and resources, and you'll see it. Let me show you really quick because I think it's really, really cool. Thanks, Abigail, for posting the link. Sorry, I didn't get to your comments. Oh, Yvette answered all of them for me. Thank you, Yvette. Let me share my other screen. Right. Oops. This one. Now, if I go to kwconnect.com, Let me go back to the beginning so I can show you where to go. KWConnect.com. You sign in here with your normal Keller Williams account. Tons of resources from KW National. So right now they have Black Friday deal on MREA playbooks and all the classes, different playbooks you can download, scripts even. They have featured content, new blog entries. So there's usually once a week, there's new articles that you can send to your clients about updates in the market around the nation. But the cool thing I want to show you is here. If you go up the top, go to technology, to training and resources. Here's going to ask 6 basic questions. Are you ready to learn command? You need a little training to run your business. I'm already set up partway. If you click on any of these, say, I'm ready to learn command. It'll take you here. You want to get started. You want to learn on your own. Or you want to hire someone, like someone from Scott Leroy, for example, to help you get through this. If you want to click on learn, let's click on learn on my own. And it'll just take you to command your business. And here, if you scroll down, you'll see different sections of learning, different sections of what you can do, command with marketing, your consumer experience with KW app and websites. So you can click on learn more and the recommend training. And these are the good stuff. 50-minute video, 10-minute video, 2-minute video on getting started with your agent site. Getting started with your KW app on your phone, 5-minute video, 2-minute video. Customizing the consumer experience, 4-minute video, 1-hour video, 4-minute video. So many videos, so much content for you to, if you have any questions at all. And I like it because it's broken down into different, very specific sections. You just want to learn how to share your app. You know everything else, or you just want to know how to add contacts. Manage your client relationships. This is part of the big thing with the new, I think, with the website and the app, using it all together, tracking client engagement. That's a big thing of what we talked about today. Figuring out what your clients are doing, what they're looking for, and how to respond to them. Marketing, the training for marketing, so many videos. So there's tons of resources here. If you have any questions about command, feel free to jump on it anytime. If you're up late at night and have trouble sleeping, jump on and watch a couple of videos.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, Brian. Neela
Yes.
here.
Hi, Neela.
I want to find out where can we find the recordings of all the trainings, like such as yours? Is there a
Yeah.
place where we can find all the recordings?
Absolutely. I will show you. It is here. Keller Williams Santa Clara Valley YouTube channel. And it has Eric's class from a couple months ago, home warranty class from a month ago, and Raymond's class from 2 weeks ago, the legal class from 11 days ago. All the classes are here that are recorded. I think there are a couple classes that weren't recorded for legal reasons, but most everything is captured here if it's recorded.
Can you post me the link to this, please?
Sure. I can send you, let me put it in this chat. It's
Thank
also, if you are ever you're looking for it, it's also in the KW Connect, or here, you can get it from here. So this is kind of the main resource for everything in the office. KWSEV, Keller Williams Santa Clara Valley Connect.com to sign in, and all the announcements, all the links for all of the social media stuff is on there. But let me post it in the chat so you have it.
Thank you, Brian.
No problem. Any other questions? The last couple links. Here's a calendar link for Raymond if you want to book some one-on-one time with him for setting up or anything. And then here's a calendar link for me to book some time if you have any questions for command or any technology related questions from the office. Actually, are you looking? Am I sharing the right screen? Do you see my PowerPoint? Yes.
Oh,
No. Show the right one. There. This one. Great. So that's all I have for today. I give you 6 minutes back of your day. Unless anybody has any questions, feel free to ask anytime. I'll stick around if anybody else wants to stick around.
Thank you so much, Brian.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Brian.
Anytime. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you guys around the office.